So now let us see quota arrangement. Okay, so because this is one of the source determination method, okay, in which this quota arrangement will be used. Okay, so quota arrangement is similar to source list. Okay, to maintain quota arrangement, source list should be there. Okay, without source list, we cannot maintain quota arrangement. Okay, so quota arrangement, the main the concept here is in case of source list, we maintain all the list of vendors in which I can buy that material in a plant, right? So the quota arrangement what uh, does is that is also quota arrangement also contains the list of vendors, okay, a list of suppliers from which we can buy that material in a plant. Okay, the main difference is I have a huge requirement. Okay, I have a huge requirement of one material. There are several suppliers are available. Okay, one supplier cannot fulfill that huge requirement. Okay, in such case I can give that requirement split into more than one supplier. Okay, so that split will be done by this quota arrangement. Okay, so that is based on there is some formula will be there. Okay, based on which this quota means it is giving some specific quota to each vendor which are available. Okay, that is the main concept of quota arrangement. Okay, that will arrange the quota for the supplier and it will propose the quantity. If I have a requirement of 1000 quantity, okay, 1000 quantity cannot be supplied by one vendor. Okay, consider there are three vendors for the same supplier, same material. Then what quota arrangement will do, the 1000 quantity based on the formula, okay, based on the previous the supplier or the it will check, okay, uh, the particular vendor, okay, how much he can supply, okay, based on which it can distribute the quantity, distribute the requirement. If it is 1000, okay, it will give 500 to one supplier, then it will give 200 to another supplier. Okay, so like that the quota will be split. Okay, this kind of split mostly in case of MRP it will do. Okay, but in case of normal scenarios without no MRP, if you are doing it, okay, what it will do, consider there is a requirement of 1000. Okay, first time, okay, it will check, okay, last time who supplied this particular material, okay, based on which it will have a data, right? Accordingly it will calculate the formula. Based on the formula, the it will give the rank. Okay, the rank is called as a rating, quota rating. Okay, based on the rank, okay, who has the lowest quota rating, okay, lowest rank, for that supplier the complete requirement, complete 1000 requirement will post it. Okay, next time if I have a 500 quantity of requirement for the same material, then again it calculates the rank. Okay, then which vendor comes with the lowest rank, this 500 quantity requirement will go to the that particular supplier. Okay, that is the concept. Okay, so that's the concept of quota arrangement. Okay, so you can see this is the quota arrangement, okay, where this is the procurement type. Okay, whether it is internal or external. Okay, in quota arrangement we can also use internal production. Okay, internal means internally it has to be produced by some production, some machineries. Okay, that also we can capture. Okay, E means external. Okay, so that is the external internal. Okay, we classify it. This will be like if it is a special procurement, right? Then we have to enter whether it's a subcontracting. Okay, that kind of special procurement process. This will be a similarly the supplier. Okay, what I told info record. Okay, then plant. If they are the source, right? Those entry will be there. This is the quota. Okay, this is the quota based on which quota, based on this allocated quantity. Okay, the system will calculate the quota rating. Okay, based on these two. So then based on the quota rating, the source will be assigned in the requisition. Okay, okay, any questions on quota, this one, the understanding of the quota arrangement? It is just like splitting the requirement. Okay. First, if I get a requirement, I give it to one supplier. So next time, if I get a requirement, I give it to, instead of first supplier, I can give it to the second supplier. Okay, that is the requirement. Okay, so if I see this example, okay, yeah, the example which is given, right? So this is the material. Okay, this is the 10 piece. Okay, the requisition 10 piece. This plant. Okay, so here this is the quota, okay, which we maintain here. Okay, A and B, two suppliers are there. Okay, so quota for the first supplier is 2, second supplier is 1. Okay, so allocated quantity is 100 and 150. Okay, so how the quota rating will be calculated? It will be calculated based on this formula. You can see the quota rating formula is quota allocated quantity. Okay, this is the quota allocated quantity, this one. Okay, then quota base quantity. Okay, quota base quantity divided by quota. Okay, this is the quota. Okay, so if I calculate this, okay, quota allocated quantity for the first supplier is 100 plus 0. Okay, then it is 100 by 2, so it will become 50. Okay, so quota rating is 50, right? So then for the second supplier, if I calculate the quota rating, so it is 150 plus 0 by 1, it is 150. So lowest quota rating will be assigned. Okay, that supplier will be assigned the requirement. Okay, then this 10 piece of requirement will go to the supplier A, because supplier A is having a lowest quota rating. So 50 is the lowest, both of them, right? So in some cases, both the quota rating will be equal. If this is also 50, this is also 50. Then always the first supplier will be the priority. Okay, who is in the first line? Okay, they will consider as a priority in case of both are having the same quota rating. Okay, this is how the quota rating will be calculated. Okay, this quota base quantity, right? This is 0. You can ask why it is 0. So initially, when I create a quota arrangement for any of the material, okay, it is 0 only. Okay, so but we assign some value. Okay, we assign some uh, numerical value. Okay, or assumed value in the quota based quantity. In what case we assign that value? Where we don't want to assign all the requirement to this particular supplier. In that case, instead of 0, if I make it 200 right here, then the formula, if I calculate the formula, 200 plus 100, it becomes 300, right? 300 by 2 means it becomes 150. See, 150, 150, right? So so then both will become same. This will not become the lowest one, right? So still I am making 200. Okay, here 200. Okay, not 200. If I'm making 300, 300 plus 100, 400, 400 by 2, it will become 200. Okay, this becomes 200 quota rating, this become 150. Okay, in suppose in some cases, okay, any of the vendor, I don't want to give the order. Okay, the next order, then I can assign my uh, some value here in the base quantity. Okay, base quantity is just a number. Okay, free text. Okay, number, we can enter any value. Okay, so that quota rating will get increased, so so that the supplier will not added as a next source for this particular requirement. Okay, in that case we add the quota base quantity manually. Okay, also we can ask system to calculate it. Okay, system will calculate based on the previous history. Okay, that is also possible, or either we can also enter base quantity manually. Okay, so that is where the course quota base quantity will be used, otherwise it will be 0. Okay,
Sorry, here and to where we got it.
uh, is it Raghu, your voice is low.
Oh, okay. Here
Yeah.
you have mentioned actually quota. Where we got it that 2 and 1. Sorry, I didn't get
This
something. Yeah.
No, this is a quota. This is the quota means uh, the business will know. Okay, whether I can give 1 1 1 1 for all. Okay, it
Oh,
is
okay, okay, okay.
it is
Based
like
on
a
where.
how much quota they can assign to this vendor, right? So based on which they give the quota. That is also there is no logic for this. So based on the supplier, right? Based on the supplier, they can give the quota. So if I give more number, so the quota will go to more to that supplier, right? So that is the concept. You can see based on the quota only the percentage will, it is 10%. If it is 4 means 40%.
Okay.
If I give 1 to, it will become 1 and 20 here, 20%. So that,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's how it is calculated. So totally, so whatever the quota we give, right, it should be 100%
Yeah.
here, the source, right? So 40 plus 40, 80, then 90, 100. So within that we need to assign the number. That's it. So there's no logic for this. So this will be a business decision, because
Yeah.
as this is a master data, it will be entered by them. Okay, because based on the relationship with the vendor, they assign this quota. Okay. So this allocated quantity, maybe this 100, right? Uh, Initially it will be zero only, similar to base quantity. Next time, okay, when I create a, after quota arrangement is created, consider I create a PR. Okay, I create a PR for this supplier for 50 quantity. Okay, then 50 will come and sit here. Okay, that's allocated, means 50 we already allocated to this supplier. Okay, then after 10 days I create another PR, okay, or another PO with 100 quantity. So then this allocated quantity will become 50 already there, plus 100 will be added, becomes 150. So this allocated quantity will be like earlier how many quantity we have already ordered from the supplier. So that is the allocated quantity.
Based on the
Got it,
previous.
right?
Yeah. Based on the
Previous
previous order.
orders, right? That will be added here. So accordingly, if the more orders we have already given, means the rating will come high. So it will go to the suppliers which have got low allocated quantity, right? They will have an advantage. So that's why this will getting added every time. So check, it is still not sure. I to redo it. Let me see. When I redo it, it will faster. So this concept is clear, right? The quota rating concept, quota arrangement. So this will be used by less customers, less client actually, the who uses SAP. Mostly they will end up using source list. Okay, this is very good functionality, because without source list we cannot create quota arrangement. Okay, the whatever the source which are there in the source list, only those can be utilized in the quota arrangement. Okay, to split the requirement. Okay, so that is the quota arrangement. So this is similar one which we saw here, right? The quota, the source determination. Here it was, yeah, here. So this source determination without MRP, means without planning run. Okay, if I am doing it manually, if I'm creating PR manually, PO, then this is the flow. Okay, in case of MRP, the same flow will come. Okay, let us see. Yeah, same flow is there. It is a source determination in the planning run. Okay, quota element will be the first one. The second is source list. Third one is schedule agreement here. Okay, fourth is contract, then info record. Okay, this is the priority. So this will be the first priority, then second, then third, fourth, and fifth. I think this is the normal one, just similar to ERP. Advanced transaction, I guess. Okay, this is requisition created by some other department, I guess. Not that one. I think this is advanced. So this is opening fast. I am not sure that. So this is similar to the one we have here, right? So this one, the same thing which is available in Fiori. Okay, so we have source definition checkbox here as well. Okay, let me try once again. As well, we move on. Okay, this is instead of creating, we are entering it manually. They are shopping it from the catalog. You can see here, catalog. You can see here. It's completely grayed out. So create item means I can add it manually. Limit item means we'll see the limit process. Okay, in the when we start the business process, we saw limit item.